My struggle is still very much a work in progress, and I will share in these pages everything that's helped me through so far and the practices that are setting me on a happier path. One of the most important things I have learnt is to recognise and appreciate the power of love in all its forms. The love of friends is as irreplaceable and as valuable as any I've experienced, as is the love between a child and their parent or carer, or between siblings or wider family. There is love in the jokes shared with colleagues and love in the kind words shared by a stranger. And when you're on the receiving end of love and kindness from others, it fuels you to get through the next minute, hour or day. There is power in giving love too, whether it be someone you adore or a stranger you meet in passing. Love is everywhere if we choose to look for it, and research tells us it is exactly what we need to help us cope with pain. A hug when we're suffering might not make everything better, but it certainly helps. Scientists have discovered that painkillers target the same areas in the brain that are activated by intense love, and you don't even have to be touching or talking for these effects to be felt. Just the presence of someone you love can make you more resilient to pain. Neuroscientists now believe that if one of the cerebral areas involved in love gets damaged through illness or injury, the brain seeks other neural pathways to make love happen. In other words, if one of the brain systems, circuits or transmitters that powers love fails, there's a backup. Our brain won't let love go. It's like having a generator in your shed in case of a power outage, but it's a generator that can take over from your main power supply permanently, if need be. And that's why love is such a strong energy in the world, such a mighty force of nature. The brain is constantly finding new ways of keeping love alive. Love is the force that drives us to look for the connection we need as human beings, and that sense of connection creates so much good in the world and also helps us to deal with the bad. It's what links us in a society and bonds us across oceans. Perhaps all those songwriters are right. Love really does make the world go round. The fact is, our brains are wired for love. When we feel love, the neural pathways connected with negative emotions like fear and embarrassment are altered, freeing us to kiss a lover in the street or strip off on a summer night and splash around in a river. And love is associated with the regions of the brain that relate to empathy, tolerance, emotional stability, and a more positive outlook. When we feel this way, our bodies are at their healthiest, and the evidence shows that those in long-term, happy relationships generally have longer, healthier lives. But just as love can make us, it can also break us. Heartbreak is a killer, an actual condition with a medical name. Takotsubo syndrome, or stress cardiomyopathy. And it can be caused not just by the ending of romantic love, but by other types of loss and grief. Getting the love I need from those around me is what sustains me every day, and you are all part of that, along with my wonderful family, friends and colleagues. There was a point on this journey, though, when it felt as if the weight of love was about to break me, and that, I think, is where our story together should start.